Here we are, another beautiful day on planet Earth. Here it is in Victoria, British Columbia. This is Dr. Joseph Martin with another in a series of introductory talks and videos on topics that are most important and essential to us all for our time here on planet Earth. It's almost December and the sun's shining. It's about 12 degrees, so welcome to paradise. The topic for today is finding your own personal unique identity. And when we look at identity, we need to look first of all at being your spiritual true love identity from the source, and we'll also consider the psychological ramifications of finding your identity and the sociological, ethnic, and anthropological identities that you can obtain. We have a lovely blue jay here with us, so this is quite exciting. He's speaking to you as well. Spiritual identity is the key to knowing who you are. This goes across all of your past lives, your future lives, and your present life. And it is incumbent upon each of us to find out who we are in our true soul from source. And that would be the metagalactic central sun, the source of all that is in the universe and the cosmos. And of course, here in this little far-flung Milky Way galaxy in the northeast quadrant of the cosmos, and on planet Earth, among all these in our solar system, which is the seventh sun from the seventh sun from the great metagalactic central sun. Having said all that, we'll come right down to the fact that the only way for you to find your source is to, in fact, go into your heart. You'll have to get out of your head, into your heart, move away from the outside, go into the inside. Find a sacred space out in nature where you feel comfortable, where you can meditate, be quiet, reflect, and listen to what your soul is saying to you. This is the only way to find a connection and experience an ongoing now experience of who you are in your soul, in your heart of hearts. Your sacred heart is right here. It's hidden deep within the physical heart, and the portal, the entranceway, is there guarded by your own guardian angel. And for many of us at this time in the 21st century, that also will include Archangel Michael, whose time it is to be in charge of this historical period up until 2252 AD. Your spiritual soul is the source of who you are. It's why you're here. It's what you'll find out about the purposes and meanings for your life here. And it's the most sacred thing you will ever experience in your life, bar none. Finding this is the most important thing you can do. It may take you a few minutes, it may take you a lifetime, but as you progress daily by going deep into your heart of hearts, every day, starting the day this way, ending the day this way, finding that connection all day through your breath, through your will, through your focus, through your intention, and through staying in your intuitive heart. This is most essential. Having said that, I know you will keep your meditative practice alive. The meaning of yoga in Sanskrit actually is unity with God, Goddess, Creator. Sungwayatizo, we say in Mohawk. And so when you do that, you will find out who you are and why you are here. The most essential why for you being here is the thing that will take maybe 7 deeper rounds of peeling away the onion level of the things that block your soul from experiencing self. That would be the ego and many other things besides, which we'll get into in a minute. And furthermore, in other conversations that we'll have online on the website. You need to peel off all the layers of your outer sociological, anthropological, psychological identity. So we can start with the fact that you, in this life, were born into a particular religion. You'll have to defrag what that means to you so you can find the hidden inner mystical spiritual meaning underneath all the religion that's simply a temporary cultural, historical aspect of who you are from the outside. And besides that, you need to focus on your psychological identity. That means your family identity is not really who you are. This is not the only family you've ever been born into. You need to understand that you're different from your family, from your parents, their values, your grandparents, although there are obviously some karmic similarities. But you do not need to take on the shadow of your parents or grandparents or your family lineage, or for that matter, your ethnicity. Whatever language and cultural and ethnic background you have in terms of the worldview and ethos of your culture is simply, again, just an outer layer of the onion. It's not really your defining, unique personal identity. And then when we come down to the level of just yourself personally, you must realize that the personality that you have has outermost layers, which are the personae, the masks that you act with, which we all need to get by in the world today. Masks and roles that you play at the office, at work, with family, with the home, with the children, and with neighbors and so on. But this isn't really who you truly are. It's not your authentic spiritual soul self. Also, the ego is something you'll have to look at because the ego is not who you are. It's simply a computer. It's like a one and zero. Like any computer, it just records facts and information and data and it just responds with these things. It's not human. It's not personal. It's not even part of your soul. It's an aspect that's evolved over the last 6,000 years, and souls are actually eternal and immortal. The ego is a necessary evolutionary stage which we need to transmute, transform, so that we can move into the 21st century as true spiritual soul authentic beings of great love and endless possibilities and creativities. So you will need to transmute and transform your ego and move from the head, which is where the ego lives, down into the heart. Get rid of all the fears that the ego creates as lies and deceits to block your soul from coming up from the unconscious and taking charge and living on the throne of your life and existence daily. So, this truly is what we need to do to find our identity. Some of you have been adopted in this life, so you really don't know your true heritage, your own identity. It's a great, wonderful, exciting challenge for you. And that is like a bonus because it encourages you to go deeper, deeper, deeper into your soul and your spirit and your innermost nature and your heart of hearts, the sacredness of who you truly are, and find out that, live it, and understand the why for you being here. Well, that's all we have for today. Peace is great in Mohawk. And may you always feel blessed, and the gratitude is the attitude that's going to keep you going with love, courage, strength, devotion, action, most of all, hope and excitement. My love to you all. We'll see each other again soon. Onikiwahi.